Right. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot, INC. This is your daily read for August 31st, 2023. Remember that time is fluid. Time doesn't really exist. It was created by man, right? As far as the clock. So, your first card coming out is perspective. Hey, extraordinary. Hey. I really tried to go on yesterday, but I was so tired. Um, in between the sun, it's been really making me very nauseated. So I need to get to the bottom of why I've been feeling very nauseated lately. Um, so as soon as I would get in from work, I just have to lay down. Um, but anyway, let's get started. So yeah, okay, relax and perspective. Just remember that you was drained too. Yeah. We do have a lot of planets that are retrograde. And, I don't want to wear that out all the time. But it does have a lot to do with our energy, um, our perspectives. When should we relax and when should we kind of press more forward, right? Um, Even though I practice Vedic Sidereal on my channel, it's still not going to negate the fact of the retrograde of the planets. Now, I know Mercury went retrograde, Jupiter is going retrograde, or has went retrograde. Um, I believe Venus should be or already went direct. I'm not sure about Venus, but Saturn is still retrograde in Aquarius. We just had or will be having a Aquarius moon, Vedic sidereal, and I believe they was calling that like a super moon, full moon, back to back. So it's a lot of things that are changing. Okay, so with perspective here, some of you, your perspective may be more far out than it usually is. You could be thinking about a lot of different things because it says the Milky Way, right? So the Milky Way is one of those celestial um, points in our universe that is very complicated. Um, and I feel right now, I'm trying to gather the energy of the message, okay? So just bear with me. I just feel that our perspectives right now as a collective, because this is not a personal reading, okay? So, perspective wise, it's kind of like some of you, a lot of you are thinking about a lot of different things perspectively. Should I? Shouldn't I? What about this? What about that? What happens if I do this? What happens if I don't do that? Okay. Some of you may be needing to or will have to change your perspective. And that can be regarding anything. Okay. Platonic love, career, job, business wise, your family, your home. And I do feel with relax right here, um, it's coming across more of relaxing your mind. I feel that your mind, oh, okay, Mercury retrograde. I feel that a lot of us right now just need to breathe in. Everything is happening exactly as it should be. But your perspective about it um, could be making your mind think all type of things in all different type of ways. Can also be negatively, okay? Um, because you're not seeing the perspective that some of you may want to see as an outcome, but it's telling you everything is happening as it should be lined up for you. You may not see it and understand, but you see the well, the breach here. Things will begin to have a sense of breakthrough. Okay, yes, because everything is happening the way it should be right now. So, relaxing your mind also, that's going to help to relax your body. That's going to help to relax your atmosphere. Um, and some of you, it's like, well, Vesta, I can't relax right now. This is happening. This is not happening. I don't know what to do. I am ready to break free, or to break out with a lot of other things in my life. I'm ready to press forward, but it's not time. Okay. So, um, but when it is time, what is your changed perspective? Is the message that I'm getting, okay, going to be? What is your changed perspective? Because remember that even with regarding Mercury retrograde, right? It's a time to replan, rethink, recalculate, re strategize, repurpose, redo, okay? So going back to the drawing board, um, also, like I said, can be changing your perspective. That also can come from people who, not necessarily you, but as a collective energy. A lot of people don't like change, right? People like to stay how they are. And so changing their perspective or how they stand for something is going to be very hard. It could be something from major to minor, right? Uh, but it's coming across like you may have to look at something or give something a second look. So while this particular planet of Mercury, not really dealing about Saturn and everything else, but Mercury, uh, because it is that energy of recalculating and rethinking and re-strategizing, looking at something, right, a different way. Also the hangman, right? Is changing your perspective, getting more information, more wisdom, um, before you make a concrete decision. Okay, so surrender is up under here. Yeah, focus. You see that the crystals. Surrender is the key that unlocks the door to grace. So it's telling you or asking you just to relax, surrender. You can't change the issue, the moment. Um, can be for some of you, you can't change somebody's perspective right now. It can be you or somebody else trying to or need to make up their mind. Okay. And when that happens, their perspective will change. So let's keep going. Now, the last reading that I did the other day, if you have watched it or listened to it, it was all signs. And so Aquarius, I believe it was, got the double rainbow card. I did all signs. It's the last reading that I did, right? So Aquarius, you had got the double rainbow, divine intervention, serendipity. That's why I was telling you that, you know, when this blessing, or if you believe in blessings, or however you want to say it, when it does come through for you, that itself will be the changed perspective. Because however you are thinking of something, or you have a certain mindset about a situation, a person, or what you should do, when that blessing come in, that automatically is going to change that perspective. Remember, on my channel, we always say perception and perspective. Okay, so um, remember the other card that I just put back? It said breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it should be, even though you may not see it, understand it, or don't feel it. Okay? And then it's asking you also that you're going to have to surrender, or have that surrender type of perspective and perception for this blessing to be able to come in. Now, blessings are not stopped. Okay, if it's due for you, it's due for you. It's going to come in, it's going to come in. But it also may not come to the full tenfolds, okay, that it needs to be, because you have a blocked perception or perspective. So it's asking you to surrender to the point that to be open. Okay, yes, there you go. To be open. See there, received pop out in reverse. I just told you. Grounding oneself. Um, Also, perception and perspective can be so much in your mind, because it keeps going over with me in your mind. Mercury. Some of you can have Gemini placements. Don't have to necessarily be your sun sign. Um, Having the strength, okay, to be able to surrender. That is the strength, right? Because just surrendering or allowing that energy, that it's not that you're giving up and you don't care, but surrendering is the strength. You understand? Surrendering is a very hard. Oh, yes, I'm still open for readings. Everything is still the same. All of my information in the description area, in my about section, everything is still the same. Just email me your questions, um, and then I'll email you back. Okay. So, okay, extraordinary. Um, Strength, they always say that strength, or people that have strength to be able to change their perspective and their perception, are the stronger people, right? Because you're surrendering to the energy of not knowing. And that's how your blessings come in. To the fact of people who won't change, can't change. They won't change their perception or their perspective. They won't budge, right? They're stubborn. They're this. That is not strength. Being stubborn is not strength. It's weakness. hmm And I'm sure a lot of you will concur, right? Grounding a situation, grounding yourself. Um, of course, we all know by now that is the key. That is the key to everything. Because a lot of you are so much in your mind that you got to relax your mind. And that's going to help you to relax your body. Let's go ahead and get your other cards on top of here. Um, and it may seem like I'm using the same cards, but I don't have all of my other cards with me right now. Now, this came out the other day, surrender resentment. That's also a form of strength, right? That is another form of surrendering. Um, yeah, all of us extraordinary, right? Um, it's very hard to let resentment go. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. hmm That's why I was saying about your blessings are still due for you, due to you. They will still come to you, right? But how much of it at one time will you receive if you got resentment? So if you're 50% of resentment and 50% of being open, then how can 100% of blessings come your way? It's only going to be 50% of that blessings. You see how I'm breaking that down? So um, it's time to let that poison go from your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, um, because it's not keeping you grounded. It keeping you reliving that hurt, that poison inside of you, right? Your mind, your body, your soul. Because resentment is gonna take up 100% of you because it has nowhere else to go unless you surrender and let it be released. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Yes, it's very hard, you know, mentally. Some of you have may done it spiritually or soulfully, but it's the mind. You know, the mind runs your whole body. So if you can't get rid of it, it will continue to poison you, far as health ailments, far as keeping you in your mind, not being able to feel or be more grounded. We always talk about the root chakra, right? Chakra. So if you're ungrounded with your root chakra, then you're gonna feel unstable. You're gonna have resentment. You're gonna be mad. You're going to be upset, right? You're gonna be irritated. All of that affects also your heart chakra. Yep. See there, surrender to inner peace. It keeps reflecting and going back in a circle. Everything that I'm already telling you, right? Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. That's why I was talking about feeling and being more grounded. Focus on stillness within inside of yourself and your surroundings. Okay? You just hate to, though. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Um, and remember, I just got through talking about being so much in your mind, being up in the air, right? Um, Getting more closer to um, your heart, okay? Um, this new sense of inner peace can, for some of you, be your actual blessing, which is, some of you may think it's tangible, and for some of you, it will be, but for some of you, that blessing needs to be the release of resentment. Your blessing for some of you is the inner peace. You understand? Blessings, a lot of times, are not tangible, something that you can see, touch, money that you can spend, something material, because your soul, your mind, your body is more in your spirit, right? Is more important actually than something tangible. That's more important than a new car. That's just a physical element of this earth, right? But your job as a spiritual being is to understand how to be a spiritual being in a human shell. That's your purpose. Your purpose is not to have everything materially, okay, in your life, such as house, cars, clothes. That's good and everything, but remember, first house is about you. So if you're not taking care of your body, your mind, and your soul, then those material things ain't gonna be any good to you, right? We'll break it down then. Surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. Okay? Some of you are going to stop focusing or pinpointing on a certain idea or trying to fix a certain person and or relationship, whether they're new or old or can be family, it doesn't matter. Uh, and also letting go the idea, okay, that you can fix people or a certain person. It's not your job to, okay? That's self healing, that's self inner work. It's time for a relationship to shift. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And even though we give our best intentions, um, and we even see that stubbornness, even feel like that for our kids, right? That we try to fix them, but they have their own soul path also. You can only give them the proper rules, regulation, policies, direction, to a certain point, but you still can't fix them either. They have to understand that, um, and go and do their own soul path. Okay. And some of you may be holding on to the resentment of that you can't fix a certain situation and or person or people. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance, that's what we just got through talking about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. That's that surrender to being open to changing your perspective or your perception, allowing your blessing to come in 100%, not 25%, not 50%, right? This will help you communicate more lovingly to others and yourself. So some of you may be scared to have a conversation and or talk. Um, and it also can be another person, okay, that is stubborn, that is holding resentment towards you. And they're lacking their inner peace, right? They're poisoning their self. They're not remaining or feeling very grounded. So anybody that is not very grounded in their thoughts, in their feelings, um, very tense, very rigid, you wouldn't want that person to come towards you anyway, because that's toxicity. And I just got through saying this again, okay? About surrendering to miracles. It says, let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Again, resistance, stubbornness, resentment, okay? Being open, that sense of surrendering that we're already talking about, to miracles and blessings. All right, let's get your other cards down. All right. And I don't know why it sounds. My house is cold as I don't know what, and then I be outside in that heat all day. So I'm not sick like the other way, right? Um, it's just like 68 degrees in my house, so it's like that's very cold for me, and I'm just keeping it on that, um, because I be in the heat all day, and then when I come home, I want my house to be very cool. All right. And again, if you haven't seen the all signs reading that I did the other day, make sure you watch it and just don't listen out for your sun sign. Listen out for your moon, your Jupiter, your Venus, and also your rising. Okay? If you don't know, I have all of those links in my description and about section. I'm not sponsored, but you can go and pull up your own chart, Western and Vedic. Five of Pentacles, letting go of that sense of resentment, financially struggling, see there, letting go of you can't fix anybody, you can't change anybody, you can't help everybody. That sense of bringing your own self down, okay? Because you're always the person that is nurturing and helping everybody else, and it's also affecting you and poisoning you. Now, of course, yes, We do try and help people mentally, physically, mentally, I mean, by being a person that they can come to talk to. And some of you help people out financially. But where's all these people when you need it? Okay? Somebody has a sense of codependency on you, but right now the universe is, your message is like, no, it's time to kind of let that go for a minute. See there? Emotional uh, codependency, in a sense, Queen of Cups. Some of you will be looking at this situation, Five of Pentacles in reverse, like, I'm ready for proper reciprocation. I give love. I'm there for other people emotionally. Um, I'm standing my own ground. I'm tired, you know. I want my sense of inner peace back, etc. And you're looking, whether you're divine feminine or not, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Cups is about love, feeling, emotion, compassion, that motherly energy, um, you know, helping, healing somebody, nursing somebody back together, right? Um, I'm here with my cup to fill yours back up, and then when this person got what they need, they're gone, and you're left still holding your cup unfilled. Back to over here, learning that you can't fix everything and you can't fix everybody. Okay? So if it's not resonating with you right now, then of course this could be a future energy or situation coming up. It don't have to be tomorrow. Okay? So you always come back and look at this reading. Um, Keep it in the back of your mind. See there? Two of Cups. Hmm. Also can be somebody coming back to you from the past. Don't necessarily have be, also can be new love. But you see how the Queen of Cups has her back to the Two of Cups. So some of you are holding resentment from a past situation that you did exchange loving negotiations before with. I always see the Two of Cups is that you've already exchanged love with somebody at some point of time. Okay? Now, the key thing is that if this is somebody that you will surrender and open back up to allow in your life, it also could be a past situation where you left a Two of Cups because your cup was not being filled. And now that that's your past, you're still holding on to resentment, okay? And stubbornness about how love used to be, but you need to surrender that, stop letting it poison you, and now be open for the future because your Five of Pentacles is in reverse. No longer feeling or realizing that you don't have to be shortchanged, okay? A lot of you could have been helping other people out financially, or you were the breadwinner, or you were doing everything in the home, paying all of the bills in a relationship. And it's nothing wrong with that either. It's just that at some point of time, it has to be some type of even, well, not even, but it has to be some type of reciprocation. Okay? So, I see this Queen of Cups as looking toward the future now with your financial situation changing as you let go of resentment from a old job, boss, co-workers, friends, platonic, old lovers, old marriages, a separation that you may be going through right now because Venus was in retrograde. And if Venus feels that you did not get reciprocation in this love relationship that you have, she will separate you two and have you to go forward. Okay. And some of you are learning this with the Two of Cups behind the Queen of Cups, that you can't fix anybody. They're stubborn, or you're learning now to stop being stubborn about what you need and what you want, and bring your own self out of this Five of Pentacles. This also can be going toward a new job position, going toward or doing something that you love to do, and letting go of resentment of an old job placement where that, you know, you kept trying to make it work, you kept trying to be strong to stay there. They wasn't recognizing you, they wasn't receiving you, you wasn't receiving the benefits or the acknowledgement that you should have been getting at that job, and now you're leaving. Okay. Seven of Cups. It was a lot of confusion from your past. And I feel that this Seven of Cups is this resentment for oneself and what you hold toward another person or people from your past relationships, platonic or love. Okay? That Seven of Cups represents that to you, I want to make sure that I pick the right thing and person this time. I want to make sure that I pick the right situation this time. I don't want to go back to financially being drained. Um, no type of reciprocation, helping other people out emotionally, financially. They're not paying me back. I'm there as an open heart, as an open ear. But when I need help or need to talk to somebody, nobody's there to listen to me. So it's kind of like an energy that you blocked yourself off. You blocked other people. Um, just for some of you to gain your own inner peace and strength back. Okay? World card. Saturn. Retrograde in Aquarius. So, closing out one cycle, needing to begin another one. Some of you also could be turning uh, 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe for some of you. The world is a 10-year cycle. Okay. Now, please remember also that the nodes supposed to be moving, I believe, because it's done its time, 18 months, and Rahu in Aries and Ketu in Libra, Vedic sidereal. So the node should be moving, I believe, in September, October. So, and they don't move but every 20 years. So the last time the nodes moved was around uh, 2001. Okay. Um, right around September the 11th. We talked about this in previous videos. So the new cycle that is explaining to you that you've held this cycle at least 10 years within your mind, body, and soul of choosing complicated, difficult situations, relationships, jobs. And now this new cycle that needs to start for you is going to be based on the Seven of Cups, on you releasing this resentment, how you view people, perception, and perspective, learning that you can't fix everybody and don't try to. And that needs to be the start of your new 10-year cycle. Okay? Going and starting a new 10-year cycle of being more financially stable, managing your money better, understanding going into situations and people that you meet that you can't fix them. if they're showing you signs of Seven of Cups when you meet this person, don't even get involved. Okay? And Seven of Cups, I mean like confusion. Maybe you know that they have a lot of different options. So don't even put yourself as one of these cups in the seven. Okay? If they're not coming towards you as a straight two of cups, but they're making you feel or you know that you're an option already, don't even get involved. Okay? And a lot of you, that was your past, but Saturn here, the world card, did you learn that lesson? It says that you have because you have the batons here where you have graduated now. Okay? So it's telling you you can't hold on to that resentment, stubbornness, and all that anymore because you learned the lesson. So it's time for you to be free and open and let go of that pain. Let's get one more. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yep, working on oneself and becoming the emperor. Whether you're a divine masculine or feminine, standing up for yourself. Remember, I just told you that Rahu is leaving Aries. Okay? So the past 18 months, you have learned and went through financial struggles. You're working or should be replanning, re-strategizing, recalculating new plans for your future. Um, some of you, according to this spread right now, you will be separating um, and or divorcing. Um, some of you got a new job. Okay. You may be confused on what job to do or pick. Um, but some of you, if you want to work more than one job, Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the World card, you can or will have that option. Okay. Alrighty. I do want to clarify that Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups real quick for you. Alright. Hold on a second. Mm. That came out the other day. The key. You see that? Bottom of the deck is the Strength card in reverse. You got the Strength card up there. This is hard, right? This is hard. Everything. This is life. Life is hard. There's nothing new. So on the Emperor, you have the key. Finding the solution. Remember, an emperor is going to find those solutions, is going to make that plan work using your intelligence, insight, gaining clarity. That's why it said to surrender, to breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it needs to be because during that time period you're gaining more clarity. Okay, again, being open. Remember, we seen the will, and I told you you're going to breach or to break out. You're going to break free. Um, Liberty, a sense of justice. Something is locked because this card is or did come up in reverse. So before you can, I believe for a lot of you, it's going to be when these nodes move, it's going to start another 20-year cycle. But it's telling you already, okay, that it's time to get those plans, to be open. Let go of that hatred, resentment, going into the next 10 years for a lot of you. You can't fix nobody. You learn that. You know that. Especially when it comes to love. Love yourself. Work on yourself right now. You be the solution for oneself, not anybody else. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so chemistry, inner fire, attraction, someone very exceptional, illumination. Yes, you're in the dark. This card is in reverse. That's why it's clarifying the Seven of Cups, because you're confused. You're very much in your mind, your thoughts. Um, you're gaining or needing or trying to gather more strength to be and feel illuminated. Okay, for your mind to get that spark, that idea, illumination to oneself, how to put yourself back into that sense of grounding, um, illumination, spark on new perspectives, new ideas, new changing your perception. Okay, this card is in reverse. Fulfillment, stability. If your root chakra is unstable, it's off, ungrounded, then you're unstable. Okay. A new sense of well-being is what you is working on or should be working on for oneself. Nobody is going to do that for you. Okay, so leaving a situation, leaving a relationship, all of that is changing your perspective. It also can be the way that you deal with family, friends, platonic relationships. For some of you, it will be marriage. Okay. Change beckons. Yep. And this is your door. You see that? That spark, their illumination, that sunlight, um, what we was just talking about here. Illumination, chemistry. You know, it's not all about having chemistry for another person. It can be. But the chemistry in you or within you is the solution to everything in your life. Okay? Yes? So it says the path is shifting, the road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the whole reading, what we said, right? Okay, so like I said, everybody, thank you so much for joining. You have to listen to what I say when I talk, okay, to get clarity and understanding. I don't talk just to talk. So you need to listen to the words that I say and why I'm saying it and get clarity from it. Not, listening and hearing is two different things, okay? So listen, not just hear, but listen. Change is beckoning, but it's going to change slowly if you're holding on to an old 10-year, 20-year cycle of resentment, okay? Letting people run you down financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, holding on to stubbornness. And this also could be the people that you allow or keep in your life that are stubborn, that holds resentments, okay? You get it, you understand. So for relationship to come in or is coming in for a lot of you, for your new 10-year cycle, because these nodes is going to bring in a lot of change, not just for you, but the whole world. Okay, it's going to be a couple of change in emperor status, so that can mean in presidency, that can mean in people who rule this world or different countries. It's going to be a lot of different changes happening. So you're going to have to be your own emperor, okay? And now take rulership over yourself and how you want to be guided, okay? Because you've learned and dealt with the lessons here, and now Eight of Pentacles, it's time to put that knowledge to work. So some of you have a Leo, Emperor, Aries, okay? You have an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, um, Capricorn, Cancer. You also got Pisces here, Um, what else do you have? And I also see Virgo and Libra. Now, the signs that I said can be other people in your life. It could be your sun sign, but it also can be your moon sign. Okay. It also can be your Jupiter sign. Remember that Jupiter just went retrograde. So a change in your finances is going to be for the better. It's just going to, you have to pick the right opportunities. You're going to have to make sure that you are getting yourself out of a sense of confusion, managing your money a lot better right now, managing your emotions because your emotions affect your money. Remember that money is energy. So if your emotions is off, your money is going to be off. That's why it's telling you to get yourself grounded, get out of your head, ground yourself, um, and your money also will start to change. Okay. Now I will be back tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, and do your other reading. If you do want to book a reading, just email me your questions, and so I have your email address to get your reading back to you. All of my payment information is still the same. The links are still good. And just let me know. Okay. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.